I'm in Salzburg, Austria. Been here with a few of my friends for the past 3 days. We cooked Indian food, went skiing, and at night we sit down, talk to each other, sharing stuff in our day and how it went and stuff like that. And while doing that, one of my friends shared how he missed his flight because of the emergency that he had to face, and he miscalculated the travel time, and he got angry at himself for doing those things. And there has been quite a few times where I tried to control the situation, plan everything, and if it didn't go according to the plan, I would just beat myself down and be really angry at the situation, think about the fact that I can't handle this and I should just stay at home and do nothing instead. So for me specifically, it has been the fact that I've been quite a nice guy. Like, I had this nice guy syndrome. If you meet me, I would be the nicest person you will ever meet. It's not that I'm a really rude guy and I'm trying to put on a show or something, but I like the fact that I'm nice, but sometimes it really gets in the way. And I guess the fact that you can be nice to others but not yourself, I found it really interesting. For me specifically, it's the fact that if you are constantly nice to yourself, it will feel like you are being really narcissistic and you might come out as egotistical being, and you won't be accepted in a friend circle or a group. And as a human being, you need that sort of connection. You need friends, you need to socialize a bit, you need to have a support group, especially if you move to a very different country, coming from a culture where you stay with your parents practically your entire life, and you leave that sort of comfort and move to an entirely different country alone, trying to figure things out, and you need a sort of support system to keep yourself going. And I thought, if you are not nice, you won't be accepted in the group and you will be just pushed away. People will plan things without you and you will be gradually faded away from the group and you will end up lonely. So which is quite scary, and it's a primal need for humans to be a part of community, people who understand, be with you, talk to you when things are wrong or even things are good. That was one of the main concerns for me. Now I realize that being nice and taking away all the attention are two different things. And the other part is about trying to control the situations and having a lot of expectations from those uncontrollable situations and being not happy with the outcome. So for example, every week I go through this thing where I try to reset myself. So if a week goes really wrong, I will try to reset that shitty week by planning everything out for the next week. I would plan waking up for really early in the morning, like at 5:30 or 6:30 a.m. and hitting the gym. And you don't have control over those things, because once you plan everything is just time blocked, and if you miss that, everything just goes to waste. If you are late for a schedule that you plan for, you will be late for all the following events that you plan for the day, and everything just falls apart. I tried doing this quite a few times, tried to control everything to a point that I got really angry at myself. I just ended up feeling bad about myself and not being able to achieve this sort of organizational guru mindset that I wanted to achieve. When I couldn't control the situations, I would just sit down in my sofa and scroll Instagram all day or watch an episode of Office or Friends, and the entire week goes to a rut, and I will try it again. But yeah, it's a sort of a repetitive thing that I get into. So now let's talk about how we can be nice to ourselves. And this can be achieved by looking at everything that I have been doing really positively. The fact that I'm trying to be nice to everyone comes from the fact that I like to be vulnerable and have long, deep conversations. The other thing about trying to organize everything and plan everything comes from the fact that I really like to be organized personally, and also I like to keep everything around me organized as well, because it gives me the sense of productivity and motivation that I need for the day. So all of this comes to the fact that I am a high value person, and it's a good thing to have high standards. I will be using that as a motivation to keep working on myself and not try to beat myself down into the graveyard, trying to worrying about why I'm not meeting a certain destination, which is not how life works. Life is about trying to figure it out and enjoying the journey and not reaching a certain place, but about taking the journey within yourself, like I'm doing right now, I guess, and reflecting upon the kind of man that you are, which actually gives you the sense of confidence and comfort at the end of the day. Positive spiral. If something doesn't work out, I get into this negative spiral of talking myself down. I thought, why can't I put some energy into it and make it a positive thing? So instead of overthinking, trying to be analytical and getting out of it quickly. So for example, if I approach a really cute girl at a bar and it doesn't work out, I get into this tendency of beating myself down. Yeah, it didn't work out, it was really awkward, I should have said this, said that, which is out of my control, right? What I could do is, I can think about how it went. Like, yeah, it was awkward. I could have done this, done that, but it was outside of my control. So let's try it again. So we break the loop of that negative overthinking and took it in a productive manner. And this next thing was actually suggested by one of my friends. He said that when he missed his flight, he was really angry, but he spun it into a positive manner. So what he did was went home, wrote down his feelings, his thoughts, and turned it into a productive day by cooking a really good food for himself, using the time to get some work done that he was procrastinating for quite a long time, going to the gym, and then returning to the flight next day in a really good mood. So that was something I got inspired by as well. So whenever something bad happens, I would stop and think about what exactly happened and what are the things I can control and what are the things I couldn't, and reflect upon the entire situation, write things down, see how I can take it from there in a positive direction. And the last part is something I would suggest everyone, that I've been doing for quite a long time, even though I beat myself down every now and then. I noticed that I have this tendency to get back and try again, no matter what happens. So yeah, just have hope and try it again. There is no final destination in life, it's just a journey. So if you miss the train, just get into the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.